This is Mr. Anderson from Cal Community College for Math 121, and we're going to learn about solving systems of equations with matrices. Using the graphing calculator, it's a pretty cool function to use the matrix stuff inside to get us what we need. And we're going to kind of show you just some work that you can do ahead of time to kind of make things easier on yourself. Now, one of the easy things you can do is you can kind of prep, and this is unfortunately going to go away after I start using the calculator here, but you can do some prep work here by looking at the numbers in front of x, y, and z. And since there are no numbers in front of them, that is going to be 1, 1, and negative 1. And just put my 1's in there where I don't have them. So this is going to be my first matrix to enter into my calculator. So my A matrix is going to be 1, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 1, and negative 1, 5, and negative 3. Here's my A matrix. My B matrix is going to be 0, 3, and 2, because that's what's going to be on the end here. Now, to show you what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to find my x, y, and z using my calculator. And these two matrices together, if you did your matrix multiplication, this would be 1x, 1y, negative 1z. This would be 2x, negative 1y, and 1z. And this would be negative 1x, 5y, and negative 3z. That's going to be equal to 0, 3, 2. Now, to get this matrix over to the other side, I'd have to use inverse matrices. So the inverse of A times our XYZ matrix here is going to be equal to my inverse of A times B. And since my inverse A matrix times my A matrix gives me the identity matrix, which is 1's and 0's across a diagonal, this would be XYZ. I'll get my answer matrix there from multiplying the inverse of A matrix times B. Now, what I just went through right here is if somebody else is watching the video who's not in my class who wants to know about why the process of the matrices are working, I'm going to kind of ignore some of the notation thing here and just get down to how do I type this into the calculator and get it rocked out. So let's go to the calculator here, turn it on, get it working for us here. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to click the second key and then this inverse key for my matrix. Now, I haven't programmed anything in here, and to do so I need to move 2 clicks to the right for edit, and then click enter. And my first matrix is a 3 by 3, so 3, enter, 3, enter. And now it's a 3 by 3 matrix, and I'm going to plug my numbers in for the first row here, 1, 1, and negative 1. This corresponds to my first row, then 2, negative 1, 1 for my second row. These were the numbers in front, negative 1, 5, and negative 3. There's my matrix A. Now I have to go to my matrix B, so I'm going to click second inverse, and I want to get to this matrix B, so I'm going to go over to edit and then move down 1 click, and there I am at matrix B. 3, enter, 1, enter. Now this makes 0, 3, and 2. These are the vertical steps right there for this part. And now I can go and quit. Notice there's the word quit right there. I'll go second mode to quit. And then I need to get that inverse of A times B right here on the screen. So I'm going to go second inverse. Now you see I have both my matrices programmed in. Hit enter, and that puts A on the screen. Click the inverse key to put that little negative 1 in the corner, and then go second matrix again. Scroll down 1 to the B and click it. So now I have inverse of A times B, and there's my answers. My answer is 1 for my X, 3 for my Y, and 4 for my Z. Now, once this is set up, what's really great is that you can go to the next part of the problem. Like I'm going to scroll down here, and I can do the same thing over again. Let me just show you how easy it is to fix. If I go second matrix, I'm going to edit my 3 by 3 and plug these numbers instead. So that makes 1, 1, and negative 3. Now I'm going to go 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. 2, 3, 1. Then I'm going to go 2, negative 1, 1. 2, negative 1, and 1. So now my matrix A is now modified for this problem. I'm going to go second matrix again and move over to edit. Let's go just straight down the list here. Since that's all set up, 4, 6, negative 14. Now, if I go second mode, you'll see that I actually still have this on the screen, and I can call that back by going second enter, and this just gives me back the formula I had before, or you could have just hit enter. Now, again, if you want to see how I did that, I would go second matrix, enter, inverse key, second matrix, down one click, B. And this will give me my answer. X is negative 4, Y is 5, and Z is negative 1. So now I've shown you those two examples, how to do them on the calculator, and this is very beneficial before you start the problem. You can get your answers and that way work towards them, or at least check your work on your homework. Now what I would suggest is that you maybe go back to a previous worksheet. Now check this out. I'm going to bring up worksheet number 2, where we solve by using substitution or elimination, and this really works better when we deal with a problem that has the stacked problems for elimination. So let me pick this one right here, this equation, and I'll bring my calculator over here. Okay, so I'm going to choose the 5x, the 7y, the negative 7y, and the 16. Now, what I'm going to have to do if I'm going to do an equation like this, I got to change my matrix size. So go second matrix. Now, this isn't going to require a 3 by 3 matrix. It will require a 2 enter, 2 enter, because we only have 4 numbers here. So this is 5, negative 7, 2, and 8. All right, so now I've typed that in. I'm going to go second inverse, or to get to my matrix, go to edit my B. Now you'll notice I only have 2 numbers here, so I'm going to change that to a 2. And that will let me type this in, negative 16. Whoops, negative 16, not negative 6. Negative 16 and 26. And then what I'll do is quit out of this, and you see I still have my inverse of A times B up here. I'm not going to type it in. I just have to hit enter, and that's my intersecting point. X is 1, Y is 3. And I recommend that you practice a couple of these from your homework assignments or from your some of the notes that we took. And moreover, try seeing what happens when you get lines that are parallel or dependent lines or planes or parallel planes, and see what the calculator does in that situation. It's pretty fun to explore and have fun with this. And thanks for watching.